Look at this. We walk and there's 9 people watching, a 4 thumbs up. How's it going, fellas?
Hey, folks.
And there could be ladies out there too.
This cartoon character girl. There we go. Yeah.
Well, you're going without a chapeau. That's your choice.
Yeah, it's too late now.
There you go.
How are you doing this evening, everybody?
All right, I'm just
tuning in.
I'm bringing up the chat. So, how you been?
No, not too shabby. Not too shabby.
Last week been pretty crazy as usual.
Yeah, the light is at the end of the tunnel, though. We're kind of caught up in our summer rush at work as of tomorrow.
Right.
Barring any terrible, unforeseen circumstances cropping up.
Let us know how the audio is, if we're clipping or not. We're trying something a little different, so just let us know.
It also seems like, according to the weatherman, the heat wave's actually supposed to be breaking like soon too. So that's also marvelous news, because the combination of the two have just been wearing me down. I'm just sapped, no energy at all.
Crazy. Well, let's see. Over the last week, I've been busy.
You've been hustling.
I've been hustling.
You have been hustling.
I have been. So, we did the show Thursday, then Friday, hung out with the man himself, Mr. Henning Pauly. Mm-hmm. You reported in briefly.
Yes, it was a really good watch. That guy's hilarious.
Yeah. If you haven't seen it yet, check it out.
I'm sorry, Henning, that I didn't hop in the shower and broadcast in the shower. I was going to, I got that close and I lost my nerve. But I did listen while I was in the shower. So I didn't miss a moment.
I took Saturday off, primarily because I was working. And then worked Sunday, and then had Mark Kazansky on Sunday night from Tone Talk. That was awesome. We had a great time hanging out. And he gave us a great shout out the next night on Tone Talk as well. And then, oh man, Tuesday went live with Guitar Hack, Pepper himself.
Yeah.
He made the trip down from the Big Smoke. We got to meet Sean Lewis from Ardens. If you haven't seen it yet, he's in the thumbnail. That's not actually Pepper in the thumbnail, it's Sean. The fine folks that have been subscribed to us, and they hear us talk about Ardens all the time. Got to see Sean himself.
That is the man himself, the head honcho, the grand poobah.
And then that little sprinkling of someone who I was telling you I didn't think we were going to see him till NAMM.
Yeah, running into Nathan there.
Yeah. Nathan, great guy from Outlaw Effects. Touch base with him. He's like, dig what you're doing. I'm like, we dig what you're doing.
I do. They make some snazzy stuff.
So let's see. We got a whole, look at this, 18, 19 people watching, 8 thumbs up.
Awesome.
Let's see what we got
Hello.
here. We got Sonia.
Hello.
So good thing I said ladies and gents. We got Jason Wade in the house.
Hello.
Groovy Ghoulie.
Hello.
Scott Nickerson.
Hello.
Absolute Mayhem.
Salutations.
Zach Moon.
Hey.
Adme VH.
Hey.
Guitar Hack.
Hey.
JP Page 2.
What's up with the hey-heys? But hello, everyone.
Paul Liu. Jim Guidry. Sean Zimmerman. R2R3 Locking Nut. Bumblebess. Jeez Louise. Thank you. Little Ennis. Little David Ennis, I should say. Let's see. Wow. Everybody. Blackie DH. Jimmy T. Johnny Beane.
Hello, 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 hello.
This is insane. Okay. Wow. That's a lot. That's a lot of people just
that's
jumping in. Yeah.
Lovely to see you all. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon, morning, evening.
Wherever you're tuning in from. Yes.
Thanks for tuning in.
Awesome. Well, I suppose we should get to the show.
Might as well. We've got a captive audience.
Yeah.
A sizable one. Were they to riot, we'd be overrun.
So we talked about that. We did the roll call. Good. Oh yeah, a follow up from earlier today. I believe it was Mayhem asked if there's anyone I'd bucket list would like to have on the channel.
Oh.
So I'll give it to you. Is there a a guitar player, a YouTuber, and a manufacturer.
One of each?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I mentioned, for me, a player, Greg Koch, because I think he would just be hilarious to hang out with for an hour or more. Manufacturer, I'm not sure, but Dave Friedman seems pretty damn cool. So, Dave Friedman. And for a YouTuber, Tone King. I haven't talked with Tone King yet.
Alright, guitar player, eh?
Oh, and I said Ace Frehley for a guitar player too.
Fair enough.
Because I think that'd be fun. How about a manufacturer?
A manufacturer? Whoever's building Milkman amps.
There we go.
They
Yeah.
completely took me out of left field, and they're just fantastic. And I'd love to know more about the whole dairy theme.
Holy, just opened the
Any
Chai
YouTuber, you know what? I actually, funny enough, right as you were saying, and I was like, oh, geez, who am I gonna pick for a YouTuber? I'm not like super overly like well versed in my YouTuber. I watch a lot of stuff, but I was actually thinking like, I think I'll say the Tone King but yeah, so that's. Then you're like, oh, the Tone King. I'm like, shoot, there goes my answer. But no, I'm gonna stick with it. I also would like to talk to the Tone King. I dig his stuff. I dig his setup. I like the amps.
Arvin gone. It's tuning in. Good to see you. Everyone's saying hey to each other.
I like the measure of precision he puts into amplifier reviews. If I watch one of his reviews on amps, I feel like I've got a very thorough opinion of that amp afterwards. Like,
yeah,
I don't think anything's really going to jump out and surprise me if I were to play the amp for real. Be like, I had no idea that was coming based upon Tone King's review upon it. This is completely out of left field. No, it's what it is. But a guitar player, I still don't. You know what? Probably one of the boys from Sloan. I don't know which
Okay.
one. I did.
Chris Murphy.
No, probably not. He'd be the one you most be able to get on the show, but I don't know, Patrick or something maybe.
Well, there we go. Patrick from Sloan. If you're watching, send an email to the email below.
He writes some of the more quirky and interesting
which
songs
brings
that I
me
like.
to someone whose rig rundown I was telling you about earlier today, who I would really love to do a hangout with, just for the stories alone. G.E. Smith. You know, well, I played with Hall & Oates. There's a career.
Yeah.
Kind of backed up Bob Dylan for a while. You know, that's a career. Then he did the decade on SNL. That's a career. Then Roger Waters recently. Yeah, that's the guy. And he loves talking gear. Like, he's been collecting gear since the late 70s.
Since when collecting gear was...
When it was, as he said, it was just known as used gear. There was no vintage gear.
There was no vintage market.
Used
it was just
gear.
an old used amp.
Yeah. Because, maybe 20 to 25 years old. Yeah.
Well, it's an
Which,
old
by
thing.
today's standards, well, you find an early to mid 90s amp. There's just as many that are collectible that aren't.
Well, yeah, it's same for the vintage amps too. Like,
Yeah.
just because it's old doesn't mean it's great. Like,
Yeah.
people are like, oh, it's an old 50s tube amp. Be like, yeah, but it's a pile of...
Yeah, it was sold at Kmart.
It's like the Pine amps. Like,
Yeah.
I understand why they fetch what they do, kind of, sort of, a little bit, but sometimes people get a little crazy.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, you realize, like, these were, like, they weren't marketed as, like, high-end amp.
No.
They were an acknowledged piece of crap back in the day.
They were known as functional.
Now it's just a really old piece of crap. Yes, it does that it's a one-trick pony, and it does that one trick, and it's kind of neat, and you're like, whoa, it's American Woman, huh? But...
That's it.
That's it.
Unless you want to sound like that all night.
Unless that's your entire intention, like, this is what I'm doing from now on. I found my sound in this little 3.5 watt Pine amplifier which is more likely to electrocute you than it is give you good tone. But yeah, then I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
I sometimes see them like $700. I'm like, wow. Like that's probably more than a warehouse full of Pine amplifiers would have cost back in the day. $700, you take the whole lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Jean-Guy, we sold them all.
Great. I got another. They're on the way. There's more. Yeah. They were just cranking them out. Under how many different badges, too?
Oh yeah, and then like the Monarch and various other.
Well, I have a pair.
Yeah. Well, those are actually kind of, you've got the heads.
Yeah.
That's, yeah.
31 heads.
Those were
Yeah.
a little more sophisticated.
Yeah. Yeah,
And-
they're worth getting looked at to
Oh yeah,
see
I
what
know,
kind of
definitely.
tune.
But, yeah, the
tone I
little
can
like
get out of.
Pine 1x10, 3.5 watt or 4 watt, whatever
Yeah.
they are. Not quite 4 watts.
Hey,
if I
Showman
remember.
Blues. Happy Thursday.
Yeah, and yeah, it's a perfect example of things that are old and not necessarily like super valuable just because they're old and there's not a lot of them left. If you want to put that value on it, you can. Like I'm sure Silvertone amps were. I mean, they were collectible to the right person and valuable to the right person, and there weren't a lot of them. But then once Jack White made them popular, then they became uber collectible. So sometimes it's based on who's used something that's made it incredibly popular and collectible.
Well, there we are.
Like Benson Echo Rex. Nobody even know what that name was if it wasn't for David Gilmour. It would have been these cheesy Italian echoes that everyone's like,
Yeah. But it just takes
But
one
because
guy.
of David Gilmour, people are like, whoo, these junky old pile of crap motorized pieces of
Exactly.
junk that were a unique design, but not exactly the most efficient in terms of longevity of the product.
Here's one for the chatters. Is there... if I could talk tonight.
Try it again. Try it
Okay, yeah, we'll try. Is there any guests that we've had on that you'd like to see on again?
Somebody that you watch and you're like, that was good. I'd like to see this again once they're a little
But I want to see it on this channel, not their channel.
on their feet.
Excuse me. And I assume the audio is okay. Nobody has ever responded.
Nobody's complained about the audio.
No.
So no complaint is a good night.
No.
Usually.
So we assume, yeah, we're clear as a bell. Let's see. Yeah, everyone's just saying hey to each other and stuff. It's just...
Really?
Okay, Guitar Hack says Henning was great.
Yeah, there was a hoot watching that.
Showman says, hey Ben, I'd like to see another live gig. Do we have any usable footage from the last gig? You were supposed to go through that. You shot it.
The vocal performance was less than admirable. It wasn't bad, but it was less than admirable. So, and plus the stage set was really weird. So there's like a beam right here, and like
Yeah, you don't really see Larry as usual. Like the last time, you never see Larry. You're more likely to see Shane the drummer than Larry.
I am going to try and shoot some stuff at the big hubbub we're playing next weekend, just because it'll be the first time we've actually gotten the full lighting rig able to be out and test it out.
That's true too.
Running the PA at horse whipping volumes, and
We're gonna try it. Yeah, it's outdoors, isn't it?
it's outdoors. And
Oh,
so
yeah.
unless we've
Dang.
got something reflecting sound back at us, we can run everything up to earth-shattering
And it's
volumes.
bikers.
And
Apparently.
and
So-
they're pretty well used to like whoa, 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 whoa. So like
Yeah.
hearing Babcock's bass at like 9,000 freaking decibels. Like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Shane's like, I hear everything and I normally hear nothing.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
old green bastard's gonna get a workout that night. It's nice. I never really get a opportunity.
Yeah,
to
what? Mm. Yeah.
Give her a good whooping and make
I was
her
just thinking,
work hard.
do I want to go stereo?
You know, I would actually hummed and hawed about the idea of bringing the vaporizer and running a stereo rig, and then I was like, you know what? Let's see what we got for power. Because
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
before we get gratuitous. Let's see.
Yeah.
What
And plus, that's a lot more load in too.
that's a lot of crap to carry.
Yeah.
It's only like one extra amp, but in the grand scheme.
Yeah, I have a
that's
feeling
lot
you'll
of
be
crap.
meeting up at my place for our load in. Because I still have all the PA at my place.
Yeah.
And that's
Well,
going to be a long fucking
sucks
carry.
out.
Oh. I should have said that.
Oh dear.
We're going to have to delete this one.
Benjamin. Oh dear. Well, folks.
Well, there we are. Yeah.
Cassie McSailor here is not the first one to drop an F-bomb in the show.
Call me JJ.
Well, I mean.
Yeah. I was due. It's that long a walk that it just, yeah. Well, if I can move Dad's hot rod, then we can actually pull right up to the room, and it's got the back door right there, where all the gear is. Otherwise, it's like a 50, 60-foot walk, and that's gonna just do me in. But if we split the load, well, let's see here. Yes, something we didn't get to last week. Pedal modding.
Pedal modding.
The reason being, it was brought up or asked, guy interested in getting into modding pedals, because he wants to go the route maybe to save a few bucks and rather mod an existing pedal, say, than buy another pedal.
Something flying in your ear.
Oh, that's not cool.
Well, I got you back.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, see that it starts out that way, and then it becomes a terrific rabbit hole that winds up costing you significantly more than. And then it balances out, but it's a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
But it's a really fun rabbit hole. You just gotta know when to walk away. No, modding pedals it's not nearly a bunch of witchcraft and dark curtain sciences going on.
Yeah.
It's provided you've got ample.
Well,
I use that term very loosely.
I was telling
ample
Pepper when we were hanging out, we were talking about Phase 90s, and I was telling about the mod, where literally it's a matter of opening it up and clipping one thing.
Yeah, you can do it with a pair of nail clippers. It's probably not the best or the most accurate and precise way, and I don't recommend it, and I don't endorse it. But I've actually heard of people doing the resistor mod on the Phase 90 using a pair of nail clippers. You bend the little leggy up on it, put your Phase 90 back together, and you got the equivalent of adding the switch for the script mode, but not. And if you aren't lazy, you can actually put the switch in and drill the chassis out, and that's all it does. Is whether that resistor is in or out of the loop.
That's it.
It's really easy. I did it on my Phase 90, and I liked it. And then after a while, I didn't like it, because I was like, this isn't swooshy enough. It's like...
And then you sold it to me.
It swooshes to here, and then it doesn't quite swoosh enough. And it needs to swoosh to here. And then I unmodded it, and sold it to him.
I thought it was still modded when I owned it. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think it was still modded when you
it was still modded. Yeah, because I was digging that.
And then I bought it back from you.
Yeah, and
unmodded it, and now it's still on the board again.
Yeah.
So the Phase 9 just had a little circuitous life. And yeah, then the Proco Rat's another really easy one.
Apparently my sister's here.
The Reutz Rat mod is the exact same thing. You clip one resistor, pull the leg up on it, take it out of the circuit. If you want to be fancy, you can put a little toggle switch in there and drill out your chassis, and boom, you've got your Reutz Rat with the switch. And it takes out one of the clipping diodes, which dials back the fuzziness of it, but it also cuts out a lot of the treble, so it's a little bit rounder. You get kind of more big muffy, overdriven kind of sound.
Yeah.
But not really an overdrive and not really very big muffy. But again, it was another one of those ones. I did it. I was like, wow, this is a tremendous improvement over the stock Rat. And then it was that one time we were over at Rex's, and Rex was like, why would you modify a Rat? It's the perfect pedal. Like, why would you modify it? I was like, I've always liked the sound Rex gets recording, and like 9/10 of what he does is just Rat into a computer. And I was like, So I came home, unmodded my Rat, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's a lot better. And then I sold it to him.
And I was thinking today it may come back onto my...
starting to see a pattern here.
Yeah. Well, they know. They've seen my place. They've seen the wall of pedals. That's... there's a couple shelves now going. That, because I'm taking a couple of things off the board for next week. Mm-hmm. And then...
decluttering?
No. Replacing.
Ah.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to get my reverb pedal in by next week.
Yes. as they're looking at the back of our heads, our pedal boards are right on the floor behind us. You guys, if you saw the thumbnail last
week's episode is the thumbnail.
Yeah. Here we got Sela tuning in.
Pedals
Humble
are
Bass.
everywhere.
Good to see you guys.
All over the place.
Look, Guitar Hack. Yeah, we were discussing it. He says he will get the Phase 95 because I was like, for the price, like we're talking a few bucks difference. Why not get 4 pedals instead of 1?
It's the Swiss Army knife of Phase 90 sounds.
Yeah.
Like, which some will argue actually the Phase 100.
Sorry, Jason Wade. He's asked this twice now, I think.
It is. But this is the Swiss Army knife of Phase 90 sounds and Phase 45.
Yeah.
And scripties and unscripties and swoosh. And it's small.
Yeah.
Like it's. Yep. The Phase 90 used to be like the standard code in like guitar pedal world. Like, oh, it's the same size as a Phase 90.
Yeah.
And then the wee little fellas started coming out. And they're like, the Phase 90 is a huge, enormous piece of real estate. Why don't you downsize to one of these little fellas? And it's funny how things shrink. Cell phones, pedals.
Yep. Jason Wade asked, timeline on new designs for t-shirts. Should have it up next week. I've been busy. I've been hustling. I've been live like all the time. Yeah, and this beta thing, we'll see what that's. Yeah. We'll see how that goes. I'll be able to do it, but content. It'll probably be like
jogging. Get some country road footage. Be like, I'm jogging down Wooler Road.
Yeah, no.
It sucks. It sucks a lot. Yeah, we've got somebody commenting right there. It really looks like it sucks. It sure does.
Because Jason Wade had asked the question twice about the merch. He's like, just didn't want you to not have questions asked like last week. Yeah, what was that? 47 minutes in before we were like, so,
anybody got any questions?
Anybody? Bueller? Hey, Mitch Heyman. Let's see here. Get the old notes again. Yeah, we should mention the channel sponsors.
In fact, like
Renofin?
Renofin.ca, custom built guitars. Go check them out. Really cool stuff there. Fancy, snazzy, hand built guitars. Build them, whatever you want to your spec. Make any sort of combination of craziness and some sort of wild abomination. He'll do. And it'll be awesome. And Arden's Music.
That's right.
With 3 stores, bricks and mortar locations in the area in Kingston, Belleville, and Trenton.
And they're on the Intergoogle.
The Intergoogle web presence at www.ardensmusic.com.
Powered by Reverb.
Powered by Reverb.
I believe that's all.
International shipping, great deals. And
yeah.
all the
Just don't try to buy any of the Rosewood stuff if you were international from Canada. It's a hassle.
Yeah, apparently.
It is. Yeah, Tim and I were.
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't discuss that, did we? Tim? No.
No.
So, I had a little hangout with Tim from Arden's Music. Tim Griffin. Great guy. You know him quite well now.
I know Tim pretty well now.
He's kind of your guy.
I like Tim.
Yeah.
I like Tim a lot.
He's your Harold.
Yeah.
Like I have Harold at the Belleville location. You have Tim at Trenton location.
All right, yeah. No, I'll take that. I like Tim.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And so, Tim's been taking over the social media for Arden's Music. If you've noticed, they're getting a little more active in social media.
If you're on our Facebook group there, Tim's usually the one posting on behalf of Arden's and anything they post. So
Exactly, because Sean's busy.
and he posts himself in there too. So
Exactly.
say hey to him. It's a cool dude.
So, he wants to do more of a working relationship between us and them. So, you shall hear some stuff soon on that. What exactly? Probably more gear reviews, but rather than putting us away on in the lesson room after hours, we'll be able to just do it right on the showroom floor and turn up and yeah. So that should be fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That'll be a blast.
Yeah, and I mentioned earlier doing the Veda challenge. It's great. Excuse me. Other channel news. We have another microphone on the way from the fine folks at Fine.
Fine have in fact sent us another microphone to review, so we're looking forward to that. This one, similar style USB powered condenser microphone, but it's got a headphone plug on it. Where
Condenser or cardioid. That might actually be a cardioid. I'm not sure. Check into that. I think it might be cardioid. But whatever. They work awesome. I assume you can hear us. What's a Veda? Yeah, Johnny Beane asked, what's a Veda? Well, Johnny, Veda is vlog every day in August. And it is, what, a challenge you've been doing for about, 5 years now? It's my first time trying it. And then my sister also mentioned the same thing I just mentioned. Thank you, Amanda. She realized I didn't have the chat open, but I just happened to notice it up there. Wow, look at this, 21 for 21.
rock and roll. Thank you.
You rock. You rock. Let's see here. Oh, yes.
Oh,
So,
yes.
We're at basically the bottom of the hour. We're 21 for 21. There's apparently Dave Byron's here. The Rock and Dave Byron himself. We have a new contest.
We do have a new contest. This
Well,
one,
folks.
another one being brought to us by a fellow compatriot here.
Yes. One of our longtime viewers and subscribers, Mr. Scott Nickerson, stepping up to the plate and has decided to donate to the cause. An MXR Super Badass Distortion. Oh.
Yes, sir.
So, how do we win?
How do you win?
I believe
this
I said-
fabulous overdrive well distortion pedal.
I believe I said it in the description of the video. What you gotta do is comment and share a video, and when you share the video, like on say Twitter, Facebook, or something, tag me in it so I know. Because I'll get a notification and I'll be like, oh, look at that, my sister
easy.
did it, or Johnny Beane did it, or
And
Scott
then you
Hell,
can be
hey,
rocking out
Scott.
on this sweet MXR distortion pedal.
See, that's how I'm shouting at people at the same time. Bumble Bess, share a video, give me tag me so I know.
And
You're
then
in.
Shibadoom.
And then we will draw. We'll do it the first September show,
The first September show.
because this is the first August show.
This is the first August show.
Is it
Seems
not?
reasonable.
Technically, yes.
It is in fact
It is.
a month. You get a month.
You got a
In
month.
You can win an MXR.
Yep.
Super badass. It's badass. Somewhere.
And I should mention how.
distortion.
Yeah, and most of my stuff in social media, it's just my name, usually with a D in front of it. Just D Ben Coombs. I think that's my Twitter handle, Instagram, Facebook. Just, yeah. Or tag Canucks with Guitars if you tag that as well on Facebook, because that'll tag the Facebook group,
And
then we'll
you will be entered.
entered to win.
That easy.
Yep. I will say one person is not eligible to win this, and that's Scott Nickerson.
Which, thank you very much, Scott. That's awesome of you.
Yes.
Really
Thank you
appreciate
very
it.
much, brother.
It's very cool. Mucho's cool.
Yeah, very cool.
Now, I used to have the custom shop badass overdrive,
Yeah, similar but not the same.
and that was an awesome pedal. So I can only imagine that the custom badass distortion is going to be.
Thank you very much, Dave. Dave was
Awesome,
just saying he
but
was going to buy a
game
T-shirt and wear it at his shows.
Rock on. That's cool. I dig that. I dig that very much. Thank you very much.
Very much. Hey now. Absolute mayhem. I thought the D was for duh. It's Ben? Yeah. Johnny Beane. Johnny Beane. Let's see, we mentioned that. Oh, yes. My father's birthday gift finally came in.
Yes.
We got him one of the shirts for the channel, and as he pulled it out, in typical Dave Coombs fashion, went, oh, cool, a company shirt. We love my dad. We'll have to get him back on, too. Of course, he does kind of take over a show. I blame you guys, because it's just questions. Like, we wait 47 minutes for a question. The old man gets on there. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, I don't know. And people have to ask, like, a couple of times for me to see it. Yeah. Plus, there is no short answers with my father.
The thing about East Coast folk is we like to talk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like to talk. We're known to be fun to have a drink while we're talking. which only exaggerates and prolongs the talk.
And I want to welcome, we got a bunch of new subscribers that have been tuning in and commenting on videos. I want to thank all of them for tuning in. We're seeing more views of the UK, Germany, Italy.
Cool.
Yeah, it's really, really cool.
Still not big in Japan yet, though.
A little bit. Very little. I think it's just Molly, though.
Yeah. It's my dream to be big in Japan for something.
Anything.
Yeah,
Just like, close this for a moment.
it certainly won't be eating hot dogs. They've got the wraps on that.
Yeah. Is this live? EJ's Guitars. Hey, buddy. EJ will be joining us along with Michael B. and Guitar Hack on the next subscriber hangout.
Cool.
August, I want to say 19th. As opposed to this coming Sunday will be, because it's first Sunday of the month, the round table discussion. So we'll have Mr. BHB. I think that his name's Bruce in day-to-day life.
I'm not positive.
Yeah, I never actually, I hung out with the guy for a few days there at GearFest. I never actually asked him for ID. And I'm pretty sure even, like, we all had those, you saw we had the backstage pass VIP deals, VIP passes, and they all had our names. And I'm pretty sure after his name there was a question mark. I'm pretty sure.
Shady.
Yeah. Guitar Hack says, looking forward to it. Yes, that's a very different show, Mayhem. I'm not saying that. There we go. Scott Nickerson. FY September 6th is the first Canucks with Guitars Thursday.
There we go. Thank you, Scott. You've got a much better handle on it than we do.
Yeah.
My defense is
we try to prepare, but hey, at least we went live on time tonight.
Punctual.
Yeah. We might have even been a few seconds early. 24 people watching, 23 thumbs ups. Awesome. My sister is browsing Johnny Beane now. No noodles? Oh, my sister does support the community. It's like I'll be watching the replay of something and there she is in the chat and I'm just like, you don't play, but it's just talking, having a good time. Oh, you may have company.
Steph's probably.
That's quite possible. Let's see here. We need Canadians with calendars Fridays. Yeah. I'm terrible with that stuff. Hey, Dragonfire. When I asked you about an amp, you suggested a PV. I've been doing research. And what are your thoughts on the Fender Bass Breaker? Were we discussing them the other day? I was discussing with somebody.
No, not me.
They get a lot of flack in this universe, I've noticed.
You know what?
I didn't mind them.
I've never understood it. Like, the biggest one I hear is that they're like, they don't sound martially enough. I'm like, well, they do and they don't.
Yeah.
Like, they sound martially in the sense that an old bassman cranked is going to have that nice tubby brown sound.
Yeah.
But it's not going to have that crisp, martially grit.
Yeah.
But if you compare it to, say, the old 18-watt Marshalls or something like that,
Sure.
like the Blues Breakers, you're getting a lot closer to that sound with the Bass Breaker. Oh, wonder why they got the name. And yeah, they're nice little amps. The only reason I would use one is I like a little more clean headroom than they offer. But
yeah,
they're great amps.
Yeah,
they're great.
Like for the certain applications, we just happen to like. Well, me especially, I like super clean.
Yeah, we're pedal users, so we like a clean platform
with lots of headroom.
Lots of headroom, not too much color in the tone.
Yeah.
Not too much individual character to it. I do like a little bit of the sparkliness of the Fender as compared to, say, just running a clean channel on a Marshall or something, but that's just my taste. But otherwise, yeah, I just like nice, clean, lots of headroom.
Somebody's asking where Bruce is. Maybe Bruce left. He may have
if I want an amp to push over and be gritty, then I'll use this low watt tube amp and get the grittiness. But
We did miss a comment about with the dogs. Johnny Beane said, let them in, and this will be Canadians with company.
oh, they're hell beasts. Yes, that one's
Yeah. Yeah.
absolute hellions. They just bark and we'd all go deaf. I can't
Johnny
imagine
says
what it'd be like
to
living
yell,
like
hey, is that Bruce? There you go.
this. Is it? Identify yourself.
We haven't seen him. So, Dragonfire, you're the young lad I met last night, I take it. Yes. He was really cool.
Oh, the dude.
Brought in the
in
guitar, yeah, he was getting some strap locks installed.
Right, with the,
He was in the background when I shot that Jazzmaster
the
video I posted last night.
Shadow Hedgehog LTD thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
See, I remember.
Awesome.
I remember the guitar.
Hey.
I'm terrible with names and such, and I noticed I had a new subscriber.
I'm the
last
exact
night.
same way. I'm like, I don't remember your name, but you own this.
Oh, there's
guitar.
Bruce.
I'm like, oh, I do. How you're weird and creepy. I'm
Okay,
like,
apparently I yell Bruce, and then there's Bruce saying hello to.
see, I knew he was hiding in the bushes. That's why
Yeah.
I knew it.
That is so weird.
Shady.
That's crazy.
Shady.
Like literally, Bruce, did you hear us yelling your name? Because we did.
He's been hiding in the bushes just around the
I
corner.
thought he was at the top of the show. Didn't we call him out
Hiding
at the
there
beginning?
peeping.
He must have been there and then left, and then he's back. Well, whatever. All right. So Dragonfire 144 replies, "I'll have try it out. Going on the weekend to different music stores to test some amps out. Any other suggestions other than the PV, Boss Katana, and the Bass Breaker?" Oh yeah. The Black Star's not bad. Like he's not looking to join a band or anything like that. Just strictly bedroom playing.
Kettner 2 Meister 5.
I was thinking of modeling amp since he's literally just a bedroom player.
I
don't think he needs a tube amp. But we love tube amps.
2 Meister.
Yeah, 25
all right,
people
no,
watching,
all right.
25
So
thumbs
you're
up,
thinking
thank you.
like along that line, then yeah.
Jesus, it's all is Bruce's now.
You could do much worse than purchasing the PV. I mean, it's gonna cover all your bases and sound pretty decent doing all of the above. I haven't ever. Does the PV have the ability to plug into a computer? I've never used one. Do that.
I don't pay attention to that stuff.
The Fender has the ability to do that. I
Well,
assume,
Mayhem has the Fender.
I assume the Boss as
But
well has that option.
all the new Fender Mustangs seem to get really poo-pooed too, so that's why
Yeah.
I haven't really played enough. I don't know. They all sound the same to me. You know, modeling amp's a modeling amp.
Yeah,
You know?
it's.
Oh, the little Yamaha deal. Those are cool too. What is that?
Oh, the
TH?
weird little rectangular things.
Yeah, the
they,
little beige
They
deals.
sound really, really good.
Yeah.
They're. I can't knock them other than the
Yeah,
fact.
check those out.
The proportions are too weird for me. I couldn't bring myself to own one just purely on aesthetics alone.
There we go. The
It's
TH10, Michael B says.
There we go. That's the one. And
Yeah.
they sound fantastic.
And that was back in the chat. So.
Freaking fantastic sounding little amps. I really, really, really was hell bent to not want to like it the first time
Guitar
I played
Hack
one.
mentions
I was like,
Martial Origin, DSL, Tube Meister. Yeah.
finally get to play one of these and disprove what Guitar World said about it. And I played it and was like, damn it, there's no bad thing I can say about this. Other than it's weird. The rectangularness doesn't suit with me. It throws my OCD all sorts out of whack.
Hey Dry Heat, he says, just want to say hey to everyone and give a thumbs up. My neuropathy, wow, it's a big word this time of day, is kicking my ass lately. Very hard to chat, let alone play. Try not to miss a show. Damn, I hope your hands start feeling better soon, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
That stinks. That stinks. I know my hands were bugging me the other day right before practice too. My thumb was really sore, and I'm like, oh, this sucks. I'm like, and of course you're reaching that age, you're like, oh, so is this just going to be a new ache?
Is this the new thing?
Yeah, is this the new one? Yeah. God, my hip is still killing me from the last show. Oh, getting old sucks.
Yep. You gotta downsize, buy smaller amps.
Yeah. That's when you start looking at modeling amps a whole different way. How much stuff can we run through the PA? That's the key, is we need a new board, and that really can change things.
Yeah, but then you get into powered monitors, and it just becomes a whole different amount of crap to carry. You wind up carrying the same weight in and out, it's just in different crap.
Johnny Bean says he can't wait to be 30. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'll let that go. Showman asked when Dave Byron's playing down there again. I think he's playing. Aren't you playing Rusty's on Saturday night? You said, isn't that in Naples? It's bad I know venue names around there because of Dave Byron, eh? Because he's got his handful of Saturday night gigs that he plays around, and like us, just there, doing his thing, and so you start remembering this place and this place and this place and this place. And he always talks about it as a gigging musician. You pay attention which places have crowds, which ones don't. So it's like, I don't know about everybody else, but when I watch Dave broadcast live and his wife Deb shoots the whole thing and stuff, right? I see the crowd and I see how much they're engaged or not, which it's sad how little they are anymore.
Yeah.
It used to be.
If you can get applause, you're having a good night.
Yeah, like,
Something.
oh man, the way times have changed. It used to be impolite to even talk while a band performed. The same as when you're at a play. You don't talk during a play. It's just extremely, and it used to be the same thing with live music. And then somewhere along the line, there was that disconnect now where I saw it was a guy at a concert, and on the back of his shirt says, "I'm sorry, is the band too loud to interrupt your conversation?" And it's like, yeah, that's kind of where it's got to. It's sad.
Yeah, well,
Then again, when you're watching at a concert and everyone's doing this.
Well.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, actually, they're all shooting it this way, so then when you watch it on YouTube, it only takes up a quarter of the screen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rusty's in Fort Myers, Dave Byron says. There you go. If you're in the Fort Myers area Saturday night, head down to Rusty's, check out Dave Byron and his band RUI, Rockin' Under the Influence.
Nice.
Yep. Save his guitar hack. I was telling you about his band's name, the Hit Disturbers. That's a great name. Well, let's see here. Yeah, all good stuff, Bruce. Like literally, somebody was asking where you were, and then poof, there you are.
And then I started making fun of you.
Dave Byron says, yes, Ben, people just don't care anymore, but if live music were to go away, the same people would miss it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much it. But, I don't know.
Yeah, but
as
you're
long
in
as you get applause.
Johnny's
See,
in
I
California.
hate ending a song and they're just nothing. Or like you
You're more than
see, like,
welcome, guitar hack.
conversation. You're like, wow, are we sucking, or are people just really not engaged, or like that's. I always
the last,
no matter
the
what,
last show we played, we because everyone was off in the other room but listening to us, and then at the back we couldn't, we weren't getting any reaction. And then,
they've got that divider too.
Yeah,
so
and then the manager comes over and he's like, "You guys are awesome." We're like, "Okay, sure, thanks."
Because we see like 3 tables of people, and we know people at one of the tables. And we're like, I hear people clapping, but none of the people I see are clapping. So somebody back there is really enjoying it. But yeah, see, and the other thing is like, if I'm out watching, like, even like if I'm having dinner somewhere and there's like a dude playing acoustic guitar and like singing songs you hear every dude with an acoustic guitar playing while you're eating dinner somewhere, I'll clap at the end of the song. I don't care if I'm in the middle of my Chipotle chips and spicy mayo and be like, oh, because it sucks. It sucks to finish a song and just like, alright, that went down like a Led Zeppelin. So the next one I'm going to do will hopefully suck less than that, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, so we got some weird things in here. So Johnny once saw a guy reading a book while on the freeway.
That's intriguing.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just leave the danger side out of it.
And
it's intriguing he thinks he has the skill to do this.
I think Jason Wade just won tonight's chat. Thanks to everyone for playing, by the way. The winner is my ex fell asleep at an Eric Clapton concert. Hence my ex now. LMAO.
Yeah.
Yeah?
A buddy of mine fell asleep at a Tom Petty concert one time, but he blamed it on Dave
They got a whole
Matthews.
conversation going on amongst themselves, apparently. I'm like, I don't even know what these statements mean, and yeah. Let's see here. Zach Thong says, Ben, I love my Fender Frontman 25R amp. Hey, I've
You know
had...
what?
The only experience I've had is that with their 100-watt version.
The Fender Frontmans are, if you're looking to get a efficient, clean amp, no frills, with a little bit of Fender flavor,
Little.
there you go.
Yeah.
It's got the Fendery flavor. Like,
Yep.
But
They don't really throw, though.
they don't project very well. I imagine if you replace the speaker, that might be an improvement, but
Yeah.
that remains to
Yeah.
be seen.
And I'm
Mainly
just talking
because
about
the
playing...
speaker's going to cost more than the amp.
But then again...
Even in the 100 watt.
So, yeah, and that's the weird thing is, because I had the open back 212, and it didn't throw. But my 412 Frontman throws.
No. Let's cut the close back cut.
Yeah.
Doesn't? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, plus 100 watts at 4 ohm.
Yeah, 100 watts at 4 ohm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I was thinking today, I gotta plug that Marshall
But,
hand into
yeah,
that thing.
I mean, the Frontmans, they're a solid, clean amp. The distortion channel leaves room to be
Okay.
desired.
Hey,
but
we have a question. Yes, tag me in the questions.
It's
It's,
a
a lot
Fender
easier
amp.
to find them with all the...
my DeVille's
Just
distortion
fine.
channel leaves room to be desired. And I've
You're welcome,
modified
Dave
it.
Byron. Michael B. asks, question, Ben, any plans to go live stream gigs or rehearsals a la Dave Byron? That's up to him. Maybe once we've been playing a lot of new stuff that we're just running down.
Yeah.
Do you guys really want to hear us running down new material?
We've been
Eh,
kind of workshopping a bunch of stuff lately. Once, who knows? Maybe if we, well, I don't really want to have to unpack between the two shows.
yeah. Yeah, we probably...
Probably won't do a practice that week.
No.
Maybe.
No, because if we are, I'm sending a guitar and pedal board home with you after the first gig.
Maybe our next practice. Who knows?
Yeah. We've
Well-
been discussing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, because the last, because we got a whole bunch of stuff we haven't touched on. And we've got we got, 2 more practices coming up before the gig. Friday and Tuesday.
Yeah. I'm gonna say
Hey,
Friday.
Ed Dana.
Friday, I basically just want to run through the whole set as we would do them. And then Tuesday, we'll just
Michael B says yes. There you go.
pound out the last couple dents in the new stuff.
Yeah, like, it's more, well, one of, like, we're doing a Stones tune. It's now we're at the point of arranging it. The song's pretty much there. We just have to fine tune the arrangements.
Yeah.
Which is awesome that we're at that point where we can actually break down a song and edit parts and change and because we don't do it just like they do it.
No, we like to put our little twist and
Yeah.
arrangement on things.
The Skinner song's coming
very
well.
lazy.
It's coming along.
If something's too complicated of a part, I'll try and find a way to rearrange that sucker and make it easier and lazier to play.
My handle is my name, sis. Just do @BE and I should come up. Let's see. I asked a question, but I don't know your handle. What song have you never been able to master? All of them? I don't think I've ever mastered a song, to tell you the God's honest truth. I play a lot of 95% at best of a song. Is there a song, like, we don't, because we as a band, we don't play anything spot on like the original.
No, but there's stuff, I'm trying to think, like, there's stuff that's...
Or
Give
stuff
me a
that you
fight
can't
for
even
this
get,
day.
like, yeah, let's say, because we never actually master a song, stuff that we've never been able to even make giggable. Like, we
You
just
know,
had to scrap
The Life
it.
in the Fast Lane riff has always been, like...
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite workouts because it's still to this day, I can play it proficiently, but I cannot play it proficiently, like, more than 3 times in a row without flubbing something.
And I've never bothered learning it because I've heard the horror stories from him.
No, it's one of my favorite riffs, too.
Yeah,
Like,
actually
just-
give it a shot.
And It's tricky. Even Joe Walsh, like there's in the Eagles documentary on Netflix, he's saying like that whole riff came about was him. It was just a guitar workout because it's kind of like patting your head and rubbing the belly. Or,
Man, I think Johnny Beane is.
It's an awkward finger movement. It's not the natural way you want to walk through that, and it forces you to play the riff right, and it forces you to play it slower and proficiently. But then you get cocky and you try playing it at full speed, and the whole thing turns into mush. I've never been able to master it, to answer the question.
Think song like I'm just trying to think of a song like I've always wanted to play, and I could just never get the hang of.
That and Cowboys from Hell. I still can't get that one part of the main riff down. It's almost there, and if I play it with enough distortion and fast enough, you don't notice that I'm fucking up. Oh! 2 in one night.
Oh.
You don't notice that I'm flubbing a couple notes. But yeah, those two off the top of my head are two that I've. And the other thing is I'm a very undisciplined guitar player, and I never am just like, I should actually sit down and master that. And it's like, I can play it proficiently enough.
Well, kind of like our conversation with Gary Rossington prior to the last band party. Yeah. You asked me, did you learn the parts?
Did you
no.
brush up on the Rossington riffs?
No.
Yeah, I'm like, I'll handle the intro a bit then.
Yeah. So you did the intro, and then, first solo, I just go into it, and I pulled out, good 75% Rossington-esque. So I was just like, there we go, and
they worked.
Yeah,
I don't think anybody other than
the other
aficionado,
or another guitar player in the crowd.
Like, that's not the song. I know. That's like, he's playing fast, and it's like, and they're like,
yeah. Let's see here.
Just fly at the stage, and we're like.
EJ's guitar asks, so Ben, after last night, how many Paisley Jazz Masters are left in Canada? No, I didn't buy it. No, it's not on layaway.
I actually considered putting it on layaway.
You know what it was, though? The amount of buzz that bridge generates.
Yeah, well, I mean...
That's why I will never own a Jazz Master.
That's the thing about a Jazz Master. You either got to accept their inherent flaws, or you've got to sink the money into fixing those inherent flaws, which irritates a lot of people, and the fact that it's like, I just paid a whole whack of money for a brand new Jazz Master, and I already have to replace parts on it the second I take it out of the box. You can see how that really dries up the appeal for an instrument. But, I mean, for those that love them,
Johnny Beane asks, can I call you D-Ben, and also, what day is it up there? It's Thirsty Thursday here. Aha. I think Johnny's missing Nesdal. Because Nesdal's been away on vacation, so he's gotta get this out on somebody. Fine. You wanna just be the way? Yes, because I'm also a David, so just lay it on, Johnny. Yes, it's also Thursday. See, I already know what you're gonna do because I'm 3 hours ahead of you all the time. I'm always 3 hours ahead of you. Except at NAMM. Then I'll be about 3 hours behind you.
Jet lag.
Yeah. Hanging out with JJ. Yeah. By the way, I haven't seen JJ tonight, but hey, brother, if you're watching this on the replay.
Sad.
Let's see here. Dragonfire. Oh, last night I mentioned the band. Oh, yeah, Crush 40 did music for NASCAR. What I forgot to say is that it wasn't for broadcast, it was for their arcade games. Ah, okay. The arcade games were crazy popular in the 90s. Oh, I know, dude.
They were crazy popular beyond the 90s, my friend.
Yeah.
I've been around a long time. We played some seasons of NASCAR on the Xbox, don't you?
Yeah.
Don't you worry.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And I was playing... Hey, I played NASCAR on the original Nintendo, so... Bill Elliott's Racing.
First time I played NASCAR was on the PC, the old Papyrus NASCAR, where you could custom paint your cars. Right, stuff like penis across the hood, and be like, look at it, so swag! Look at it go, You watch your replay of the race, and be like, and the penis car comes flying up the track, smashing everyone off the track, parts flying everywhere.
Dave Byron says same as far as mastering stuff, he just does a close version. Yeah, it's the best way to go. Yeah, otherwise you'll go insane. Which I never did mention a song, and I don't know Maybe something by Stevie Ray Vaughan. I'd like to do one Stevie Ray Vaughan and do it plausibly.
I've never actually sat down and learned a Stevie Ray Vaughan song.
Yeah,
yet.
I've learned some Stevie-esque stuff. Because I was going through that Stevie Ray Vaughan phase about a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
And not on a Strat, mind you. Wouldn't pick up a Stratocaster to actually do it. But yeah. Let's see. Okay, he's talking about Crush 40. Yeah. Oh, Bruce missed the first F-bomb. That would be me. Guitar Hack says swear. Yeah, Guitar Hack mentioned earlier we need a swear jar, and now he's mentioned it's getting full.
Yeah, it's climbing up there at night.
Ruby Cooley. Oh my delicate sensibilities. Yeah, I can't believe we both dropped them tonight. Yay! Easiest song you know how to play. For me, because of the style that I love to play, I'm gonna say Georgia Satellites, Keep Your Hands to Yourself.
Brain stew. It doesn't get any easier. It literally doesn't get any easier.
Yeah.
To be easier, you would not be playing guitar. You'd just be standing there going.
How do you guys use your looper pedal in front of or after a loop, effect loop?
I use it at the end of my effects loop so I can get all that
Everything.
goodness on the looper.
It's the last thing in your signal chain.
Yeah, it's the very last thing in my signal chain before it goes to the amp.
Because I don't use my effects loop, it's still the last thing on my pedal board. If one's on my board. I don't currently have one on my board because I don't need one in the band. This pedal board is strictly for band use.
I have a looper on my board.
I have a looper on my little flyaway board.
The only thing I use it for at a show is for
Sound
checking
check.
my volume. For sound check,
Yeah.
I'll lay a riff down on it, kind of set my volume on the amp to where I think it should be, then I'll walk out into the crowd area.
I'll play
about 20
rhythm
feet off
alongside.
stage,
We set
get
our
that
levels.
into play, and then we just sort of set our levels.
And then usually I'll do my lead boost too to see how much it punches above, and you're like, either it's, yeah, okay, yep.
Yeah. Sort of that.
Because there's nothing worse than hitting your lead boost.
Actually, you know what? I use it on the intro to Lunatic Fringe too sometimes. If I remember.
Yeah.
Or if I'm.
Yeah, or
not in a rush.
sometimes, it may actually happen our next gig. Usually on the 4 and 5 setters, we'll start a set on a loop.
Yeah, we'll do a big.
Especially if there's like 3 of us waiting for, we're waiting for Larry to finish peeing. So, he'll start a loop, I'll start noodling around, he'll start noodling around. So then you have 2 people just noodling independently over this loop.
Yeah.
And Shane will just do whatever on drums. And actually, Shane hasn't been exposed to the random noodle loops.
No, he does well in improvisation.
Michael B says, easiest song contender, turn the page. Yeah. Born to be Wild is harder than you think. Actually, no, there's a song that I've never, it seems easy, but to do it quite right, or Honky Tonk Woman. That's another one of them. To get all the little turnarounds and everything, it's very hard to do.
True. Oh, you know what?
Johnny
Every
said,
breath you take in standard tuning.
oh,
I used to be able to do it in a cheating drop D and detune the G down to an F or F sharp. And I could play it like that.
So basically open E tuning.
Yeah, but I've never been able to do it in the standard tuning. It's a heck of a stretch though.
It is.
You're like, nah! And it doesn't happen for me.
Topless Tuesdays, Mayhem says. Where is your mind?
I like Topless Tuesday idea. What's this? Where?
Yeah.
Tell me more. It sounds like there's chicken wings and cold beer. And
Let's
all these things are great
see
things.
Here. Johnny says he spent an hour with Nesdal today, so he's beat. Let's see. We answered the loop effect. Somebody asked. Oh, Guitar Hack asked, "What do you guys use for a lead boost?"
I use a Electro Harmonix LPB1 at the end of my input section.
It's the last thing that goes into his preamp.
Yeah, last thing going into the front end of my amp.
I use an EHX Soul Food with the gain on 1. I put just the hairiest hair of more dirt on, and then a volume boost of about, I don't know, 3 to 5 decibels depending on the situation.
Yeah.
I'm always fine tuning that because I hate it. You know, go to take a lead and you're just over top, or you hit it and it's next to nothing.
Anymore.
Yeah.
Going to kick on it solo and find that you're about like 15 decibels higher than you thought you would.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
You're like, whoops! You see everybody in the menu.
Yeah, like,
whoa! You mean to be blowing our heads off, son? We're like, no, sorry, sir. Enjoy your tonic and gin. Keep talking and canoodling with that woman who's far too young for you.
ooh, Dave R. Hey, Dave R., you might want to rewind. We talked about pedal modding earlier.
We did.
He says, I don't know,
extensively,
easiest song contender, give me 3 steps. I don't know, I think that smells easier because we're doing that smell. And I've tried doing give me 3 steps and it's not that easy.
I used to.
Because you really have to learn all the stuff note for note for it to sound right. Whereas you can fake a lot more in that smell.
Yeah.
Trust me, I am. Because I remember jamming it with your cousin Ashley.
On that list. That's it's a pretty complicated shuffle. I mean, it's not complicated, but I mean, like, I wouldn't call it.
At least for me, anyways.
I would hate to try and teach it to somebody who'd never played guitar before. How's that? Right.
Something about Rich either had a 386 or a 46 back in the day. Okay. I must have missed something.
Yeah, I had a 486-66 DX.
Oh, yeah, Battle of the Blades. Okay. Man, are we that far behind in the chat? Oh, let's see here. Blah, blah, blah. Brain stew. Yep. Oh, yeah, we're way behind in the chat. Oh, 7/8's in here. Hey, Jay. Saying howdy. Alright, I think I'm caught up. I think. Alright, well, there we are. Hey, Ben. Oh, there we go. We just got some. Hey, Ben, what was one of your best gigs? Ooh. That's a good question. Let me think on that one, because there was a 2 to 3 year period there. Well, I haven't gigged for a number of years. Like, what, I've been gigging 4 or 5 years now, I guess. Ever. But I hit the ground and we went hard for 2 years straight. I'm going to say probably opening for the Killer Dwarfs, because I listened to them growing up and I got to open for them later in life. So I would say that was pretty cool. Yeah, I'll go with that one.
Boy. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Drowning Not Waving CD release show.
Okay.
That's like,
That was at Styx, wasn't it?
Yeah. It turned out to be a terrible night for me, but the show itself was actually stellar. Like, it was just spot on. Like, just absolutely fantastic.
Do we have any Charlie Daniels in our set list? No, dude.
No, sir.
I'm not saying that in a derogatory way.
No, just
We
no,
just-
no.
no.
That's just the answer. No smart archery or.
The closest we get to country is Blue Rodeo, and Wilburys can kind of be country-esque.
Rattle's a little.
Well,
country,
Rattle's rockabilly, but
yeah.
I'm even thinking like Handle with Care, depending on what mood I'm in, and because I've been playing a lot of fills, and if I decide to twang them up more or not, depending on which, sort of like Cocaine Cowboy. And when I get into just okay, I'm gonna play steel guitar in this song, and then and it does add a different dynamic to it. I dig it because it's almost like new Blue Rodeo in many ways.
I'm sure that would please Matt Mays to hear that.
Well, there we are.
I don't know. Does it please you, Matt Mays?
Oh, is he watching?
I figured.
Killer Dwarfs were big. Get it? Yeah, they're good guys. I was thinking of, or like, okay, what was one of your favorite venues to play? Like for me, the Rock Pile
I was gonna say, like, my favorite venue I've ever played, or my favorite venue I regularly play.
that you have ever played. I got to play a few clubs in Toronto that like Guitar Hack would know well, but the Rock Pile was cool because they've had a ton of those Sunset Strip bands all play there, like, you know.
Drake Hotel.
Nice.
Playing at the Drake was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yep.
The band I was playing with wasn't necessarily awesome, but
The situation was.
yeah, playing in the Drake was pretty
There
awesome.
we
So I was pretty stoked about that.
Nice.
I was like, wow, I'm in the freaking Drake.
Well,
Snoozer.
Jay's talking about installing his new Floyd Rose he got. So, cool. Do you have any Jack Daniels? No, I don't touch Jack Daniels.
Got a bottle of Crown Royal upstairs.
My sister says, I love Cocaine Cowboy. Would like to hear an acoustic version. Yeah, we could do a nice acoustic
Bloody
version.
cocaine cowgirl. Both
Yeah.
of yous. You damn fool Coombs is.
Really, I just read cocaine and I know what I'm playing, you know? Like, you can write down Matt Mays and I'll know what it is.
Yeah.
Probably.
Fine.
I've never heard of Matt Mays till I played the song. Seems like an alright
Really
chap. He
good.
plays locally every few years. You know, he's had a career. I'm not gonna.
He's one of the many Canadian rockers of whom the Babcockery has a connection to. Loosely, a very loose
Yeah.
connection. The last band he was playing in out east before moving down here, the replacement bass player for him was a young Matthew Mays. And I guess the singer or
Right.
whatever called him later. He's like, "Hey, you know that
Hey.
bass guy, the Cocaine
What's up,
Cowgirl
Doc?"
song?" And Larry's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, man." He's like, "That dude replaced you when you moved to Ontario. He was our new bass player." And I'm like, "Oh," he went off and started doing a solo thing. He's like, "Oh, how about that?" The 6 degrees of separation of Larry Babcock and any Canadian music celebrity. or
Wow, we're going
musician.
into overtime. Look at this.
Da-da-da.
Let's see. Wow. They're just going wild in here. Yeah, it was a cool opening for a band I admire. Dave Byron was saying, yeah, that's always cool, yeah. Playing the that gig at the Bovine that I did, where I was headlining. It's Friday night, weather, hot, humid. Queen Street in Toronto, if you don't know it, it's electric on a Friday night, and we're the headlining act at a hot club downtown Toronto. That was cool. We went on stage at like 12:30, 1 in the morning, played 75 minutes, and then went and partied on a 50-foot yacht.
Yeah, that's pretty decent. That's pretty banging.
Yeah, forget it even afterwards, just that playing that club, because it was over capacity and hot and sweaty. I was shirtless after sound check, I think. Maybe the first song, I don't know. Yeah, that was fun. Hey, Super Fuzz. So, I think we should probably wrap things up.
Indeed.
So we're getting in there. So, again, new contest. Share a video, tag me when you share it, and you'll be entered into the contest. We'll be announcing the winner on the first Canucks with Guitars episode, September 6th, I believe,
September
Scott
6th.
said. Assuming that Scott got it right, we'll go with September 6th, because I believe he's in the same day as us, being all the way from Alberta. It's all the way out there. Yeah, Jolt Cola, yeah. I tried your Jolt Cola talk the other night, Johnny. Yeah, because we had band practice
Wasn't
on
it
Tuesday.
Volt Cola?
Jolt.
Jolt? What
Yeah.
was Volt?
I don't know.
Well, no, wasn't it an energy vodka drink then, maybe?
Maybe.
Blue stuff?
Oh.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Am I still
Yeah,
young?
that stuff sucked, man. That was a huge hype up, and it sucked. I remember getting it one time, so one summer when I was in high school, I had this job where I'd help this creepy old man drive around in his molester van, and
Yeah, I don't think you can say that. That's just as bad as any F-bomb, really.
and dishing out newspapers and stuff. It was a Ford Aerostar. It wasn't like a big panel van or something really, really, truly creepy. But I drive around from 11:30 at night to 5 in the morning. This old man, we just go around delivering newspapers at 3 in the morning at the boondocks, the boondocks. And then it occurred to me one night that it's like I'm spending my evenings in the summer, like driving around with this creepy old man, and then sleeping all day and missing out on my summer.
All right, we'll answer one last question.
So I
Jimmy
bought a
T.
distortion pedal, and that was the rest of my money gone.
Jimmy T.S., are you happy to have the Queen as Canada's head of state? Sure. She really doesn't do anything involving Canada.
Yeah.
At this point, it's literally symbolic. You know, why not?
Yeah, you know what?
Why not? Once you don't have a queen, you don't have a queen.
Yeah,
So
I
you
mean,
might as well still kick it old school and have a queen. Why not?
Yeah, I
She's
can't
on
say
our
that
money.
I don't enjoy being a part of the Commonwealth. I mean, we have our own little games.
You're more than welcome, Jason.
We've got the Queen on all of our coinage and stuff. I mean,
You know, we can
tea
still
is
we can still
popular
go.
in all of our
to the Queen.
countries in an inauspicious level. Red jackets seem to be the formality for all of our formal guardsmen whenever they're doing things. Or is that just a Canadian and British thing, or do like the Aussies have red
Well,
jacketed?
he's
folk?
Aussie, so.
All right, well, do you have red jacketed folk and like the Queen's Guard and all that? Not with the whole big puffy hat. I know that's just in England, but like
Dave R. Yes.
like the RCMP where they're like red.
There.
crap
Okay.
and,
I gotta touch on this because you were with me. We were well under the influence down in Charlotte
Mhm.
most of the time.
I was,
Essentially, we were Captain Jack Sparrow.
I was hammered from the moment I woke up until I went to bed every night.
Yeah. So we were. But we
God
were
bless
polite.
America, where you can walk around with a beer pretty much everywhere in that place.
So
So,
he mentions North Carolina tradition. So I had the munchies. So I walked into the convenience store that was in the infield, and I'm staring at the snack counter long enough that the guy came out from around the corner. He's like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "Need something to eat?" He's like, "Really? You know, you just need something different." I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "North Carolina tradition: moon pie, RC cola." And you were like, "Why are you eating a wagon wheel?" I'm like, "Apparently they're called moon pies here."
Because see, that's one of those things that like I'd always wondered as a kid, because you'd hear like in like books and stuff you'd read
Moon
like,
pie.
oh, I'm moon pie, penny whistles and moon pies, and like
It's a wagon wheel.
I'm like, what's up?
Yeah.
I bet you moon pie is just freaking awesome. And then, like up in Canada, we got like a crappy like Little Debbie wagon wheels. It's like it's the worst Little Debbie cake you could possibly get. You're like, oh, we've got a Little Debbie case. You see like the corner of the box sticking out of Ma's grocery bag, and they're like, oh, let me help you put away the groceries, Mom. And he's like, and it's like, wagon wheels. Why couldn't it be like Swiss rolls or like the little brownies? Wagon wheels.
Any of the above.
And then I find out a moon pie is just a wagon wheel. I'm like, what's all the hype about penny whistles and wagon wheels? I mean, I've got a penny whistle. Let me tell you, it's not the most exciting instrument in the world. It's like, you make all sorts of displeasing tooty noises that make the dogs do things like that.
So yeah, exactly. So there we are. So there. Until normally everyone, like my sister's saying, see everyone Sunday, you know, because that's normally the next show. But I'll say, see everybody tomorrow, because I'm vlogging every day in August.
There we are.
Hashtag Veda. So I'll see everyone tomorrow. You'll see him probably next week because you are busy on Sunday, I believe.
Yeah, I may or may not be. The plans are kind of up in the air.
All right. Well, I'll send you an invite to a link anyway. So
If I'm around, I may very well hop in.
for the roundtable discussion. So if not, everyone, you know, hold those doors open. Let that guy in heading in traffic. Be good to everyone. Good things will happen to you. Believe in karma. Be a good person.
All that in the...
And enter the contest. So until next time.
Contest. Get badass. Get in an MXR badass. Take care, folks. Good night.
See ya.